This is day 544 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. I'd like to sponsor our coming share of more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Please contact me directly. Very greatly appreciated. Today we're doing Siman Shin Chafei again. Yud Zayin to Chav Daled. Yud Zayin. In Musar Safik Im Huva Chutz L'Tchum, we don't know if the commodity was brought from Chutz L'Tchum on Shabbos or not, or we move it so off as bought for Yisrael. Also, sometimes she's part of the Havi Lei Davar Sheish Matirin, even though it's only the Rabbanan, because it's Davar Sheish Matirin. It's also till tomorrow. They ain't talking about after Shabbos. They ain't talking about Motzei Shabbos, but you don't have to wait on Motzei Shabbos until the Shiasu. They're not going to be Safek, Kol Kach. It's only it's a Safek. It doesn't be so machmer. Then we say Shaykh Safek, Pein or Yehudi. When is it Safek relevant with the non-Jew? Shena Dari Mobi ear when the non-Jews live in the city. They appear to say in between here, and this particular type of food is not prevalent in the city. Abuk Shadar Ba'ir, but if the non-Jew lives in that city, they appear of a person between Ba'ir, and the fruit is prevalent in that city, and also Safek Shem Ba'um B'chusay. Don't make it create a Safek, maybe they came from outside. Lafdaf Kabir, it's not necessarily if they're in the city, or if he lives in the city, or the food is in the city. Even if he lives within Tchum Shabbos, outside the city, that also works. Even has two houses. One within 2,000 amos city, the other out beyond that. We are given the right to assume that it came from within the Tchum. Some people who are not 100% happy with this. This is also Safek. Nevertheless, we should not be machmir in this. Even the person from whom it's brought is allowed to eat. I'm not sure I made that completely clear. The end of the design, even the person who was brought, since it's brought from this person has a house here nearby, and there's such fruit prevalent, so therefore even the person who was brought doesn't have to be machmir. Yurches. Chachamim told us in the Mishnah, any Yehudi should lick us on air. If a non-Jew lit a candle, a Jew can use its light. If a non-Jew filled a bucket of water to give to his animal, a Jew can take it afterwards and use it as well. Also, for Kevesh, if he made a gangplank to come down off a ship, the Jew can go down off the ship after him. There was such a story. Rangil and the elders who were coming in a boat. The non-Jew made a gangplank to come down. Gamliel followed him. And then the Brisa talks about gathering grasses and filling up water. It says, when is this okay? When you don't know the non-Jew. Amakiro, but if you know him, also Shemi Arash Yisrael. They're allowed to use his stuff, the grasses and the water, because maybe they don't come to do it before be marbet to do more for you. A person when I asked her, Gamliel knew this non-Jew who put down the gangplank. How can you go to the gangplank? It's a bye-bye. It says Shulo in front of Hailah. It wasn't in front of the non-Jew. Meaning, Dima some malacha shelo b'front of. If there's a malacha not in front of him, mutafilu b'makiro. Actually, it's the non-Jew did the malacha not in front of the Jew. So even if he knows him, he saw a cloud. How can be considered he's going to do more for him if the Jew is not to be found anywhere? Rama says even if it's in front of him, have a nail echad b'nail ameya. In the case of the gangplank, it's like the case of candles, same candle for one, same candle for 100 people. Klomar, meaning, the Ma'aser Gamliel Hava Bekevish, those have to Shem Yarbid show. There's only been one gangplank. You're not going to be married with more gangplanks. But I got my bias to look at, but I assume must hold the same thing. And the bias over Shem Hoysel before Gamliel, the bias holds if it's half in front of Gamliel, father calls also Loisa Ella Bishvil. Gamliel was scared. He wants to contend that the non-Jew only did for Gamliel. That's why it should be also, because the chashivas of his nesias. For Rabbi Lochash, the Rabbi is not concerned with that. The came to Gam, ultimately the non-Jew needed as well. Also, he should have to do it for himself. You test because Rashba Ranzal. The Gamrava is as far as a buy. Rav also holds a buy as far. The Shalom in front of Afil Makiro Lega Chashosh. If you if it's not in front of the person doing the is not in front of the person whom it's being done. The non-Jew is not who's doing law is not present in front of the Jews whom it's being done. So the Shalom in front of Afil Makiro Lega Chashosh Hashem Yisrael. If it's not, the Jew is not around and it's not in front of him, we don't have a problem, right? We don't assume he's going to marry for a Jew who's not present and accounted for. So you say, well, you can't have more. Well, so you have a mind like grass and water. And the Rava, but Rava says the Bekevish mutar filu b'fanav. By gangplank, it's mutar even in the face of that non-Jew. Well, non-Jews in the face of the Jew. I ain't sure. Magimisha beg Bob thinking because I can't. Magimisha right, Zelo Shoina. But I feel in Makiro, even if you know each other, you and the non-Jew. Koshalo, in front of if it's not in front of you, Shein Lachu, it's okay. Shein Lachu Shemi Abri Shilo. Since you don't, you're not concerned, they might add for you, mutter. K'abai. Perhaps this is only Chlabli Rabbein Shkosh Shein Lachu Shemi Yatzeh B'Shreisol. Perhaps this is in the inference of what the Shulchan Aruch writes that, and anything which we're not don't be concerned is done for Yisrael, Motzer's personal Einsham. V'yeshi Rayo is there, proof for this, Miloshana Rambam Bergam Perush Mishnah, Shekassim Zel Shana Rambam writes, V'dai Yishno, K'sheyeh Eni Yehudi Yisrael. If there's a non-Jewish Jew, we are there Makira, and they know and recognize each other. Also, Lo Lashkos Ben Tacharav, in that case, you can't give an animal to drink from the water left over by the non-Jew, because since he recognizes him, Shema Yarbe, Bishivas Hamayim Bishlo, maybe he's going to draw additional water for him. I come show. Haresh Kosav, Shehoya Eno Yehudi. You saw when there's non-Jew and a Jew, Klamar Kshiyu B'Yachad, when they're together, Loshana Mishnah Mukhagam came. So it's the only problem when they're together. And that's Loshana Mishnah. Vidnan Mashka Achrab, Machil Achrab, Yori Achrab. You can keep the drink after him. Keep to eat after him. You can go down after him. What is this language of after him? This language should be biyachad. They're both standing there. First one guy does it, and the other guy. If not, should just said that if a non-Jew fill up water to give it to his animal to drink, the Yisrael can also use it for his animal to drink. But it doesn't say that. It says Acharov. So it sounds like they're both present and accounted for. Peace and the has tighty bar the Rifa Ramarosh, so cusses them before us. So why they write explicitly, that's only problem in front of. Same nation came and she tiku Lasha Mishnah, since the core language of the Mishnah. Mimela Morshu Acharov, since that's Acharov, it means Mimela Morshu Yacham. It indicates that they're together. Zelkavar Sagi Mishnah. That's my Mishnah to say. Kendira Shebele Rabbi saying Rashba rounds out Yah Dover Pasha came. Since Rashba has the Dover Pasha looking, that was not the case. Level of Slok now looking like a Rifa Rambam. There's no passing against the Rif of the Rambam. We don't mention that it has to be the presence. Pachos Elem Alaskil Rambam Rifa Rambam Spherical came. The Choser and at least mentioned the Rif of the Rambam and reject their words. Fratsha Ran whom in Farshi Verif, especially Saran is an interpreter of the Rif. Nobody argues. It's only problem for him, not sure. Chaf, Rabbeinu Beis Yosef. The Sifra Gadol, Beis Yosef writes, Dochad Divrei HaMagid Mishnah rejects Magid Mishnah of Aran, but Taina with the claim Sharif Aram Lo Yizkir After Abai, and the Rim Ram did not mention Abai's resolution, which was that he was one who said in front of and slow in front of, but they don't mention it. Al Piz they started the Shulchan Aruch. Let's go Gamarash because of him. This and this. It's a Pastor Aruch. Then write about the Rashba agreeing with this. Can a Ravon Zal? What's the Ravon? So behind him astonished came with the Zel Bar the Rashba around. Lotab so heaven to be a Rifa Ramam Lo Yizkurum. It can't be the argument of the Ramam. They wouldn't say anything about it. For the reasons which you spoke about. Why is Beis Yosef arguing them? Because that also Abraham seems to argue. Rabbeinu says to Tosefta Shemidvar Kidvar. They says to Tosefta seems to go like him. וזהו, בפרק י"ד שהיא הברייתא שבהש"ס. This is the 15th page of Tosefta. Look it out, let the Pshas brings down. Messiah Sham, it concludes there, Makilo. If you know each other, how raise the also to him, nation Magilo, since they get accustomed to working for each other. But say Shabbos rest, and if he doesn't do it for this Shabbos, do it for next Shabbos. Ein Sham. Became the Chashash with Shabbos Haba. Since the issue is next Shabbos, me made the Gam Shalom Funam, Shai Chashash there. There's supposed to be a Chashash where it's not, where it's Shalom Funam. Because Mali Shalom Funam now, and then Shabbos Mali Shalom Funam next Shabbos. If they have both have the same halacha. So if we have a chashash over there, so we should have a chashash over here as well. So it seems to me. Came a shasi be to Tosefta since the shash brings down this Tosefta. The software loyalty doesn't bring the end of the Tosefta. But it's it doesn't mention a problem with the come and this way next Shabbos. Shemam from this we conclude. Either Rabbi, the country has shas lo chashul zeh. The shas is not consumed next Shabbos. The gam b'fei perusha Tosefta nearly the other Rabbi. Also Pshat Tosefta in the contrary. Kavanasa sheYisrael imo biyachad. We're talking about the Jews with him together. Commotion said b'Shabbos there, just like he's doing this Shabbos together. Can I say mo b'Shabbos again? Go do say a different Shabbos. Kavanasa nididi mishum pam saying last time they chashash shir b'shlo, and it means to say they're granted because it's one time. We're not going to say it's going to be mar b'shvilo simultaneously with his first transaction he's taking. Amelia shlach shoshi aseken gam lahaba v'ya kilkul midi. Because in the future there'll be a constant kilkul. Abhar Shem biyachad kedemuchach lashon imo. But here it's talking about where they're both together because it says the language of imo. So two people believe even though one person is not believed. Okay. I spent a long time with this. Because she said minhag Rabbi Yisrael, it's a minhag of many people, Jewish people. Shochem Makriyam Enim Yehudim b'Shabbos to go to their friends, acquaintances who are not Jewish on Shabbos. Lishlos Machamid to drink hot water. Ve'em Makuravim Makrim says and they're close and they know each other. Udivrei Rabbeinu Rabbi says Surah Kalvil Avdi. When he says they can't drink because Shema Yarba B'Shvilam. L'chein be'ayin the came of the Arba Amudei Olam Yitiruzeh. But since we now explain the four pillars of the world, the Rambam, the Ravid, the Rashba, and the Ran, allow this, they can certainly have what to rely on, especially if the whole issue is only the Rabbanan. That's why our minhag works out fine. Because anything they do not in front of the Jew. It says, yes, she has a minhag. Says, we could resolve the basis as well. The Bemol Yashkon Samovar by an lo shayach Shemayar B'Shilo. There's no issue of Shemayar B'Shilo. Kmosh Kasam as far as Ulinik Shemida Link Shemida L'Chel B'Sim Shin L'Ches Sif Tazayin. Okay, like it's all sort of things. Something else. But Chashash Kasam L'Sham Shiyar B'Asim Shinikotei. There he says the issue that maybe we'll put more tea. Lo Shayar B'Kam. Here's some relevant. Kem Chakish L'Chot Oshnaim Shosimimo Lo Yar B'Zeh. He's not going to add more because he has this smaller sphere of. He's not going since he only has the few Jews drinking with him, one or two, so that was not going to come to make more of this concoction we're talking about. Chabez. Akum Shemili Mayim Lebamto, Najul who drew up water for his animal, Vabor of Mebush's Rabbi, and the well is standing in the public domain. And the well itself is Shusayachid because of the diameters of the well. You fill water from the bore, should be Shusayachid, which because the parameters of the room, it's a Shusayachid. Yeah, let's start again from Chabez, because I lost my place. Actually, Naju drew up water for his animal. And the well is just the rabbin. But Bart's well, Shusyak the well itself is Shusyak because it's into dimensions. Umilea Mai Mea Born, the Naju took water out of the bore. Shehu Shusayach, which is a private domain. Let's see, Shusrami took it out to a public domain. Kem Shemi Latzmos, it's pulled up himself. Muta Yisrael Ishtamish, and the Jew can use them. V'litain of him don't give it to his own animal. V'achli Amakiro. If only we're not acquainted with him. The Lake of Mechel Shem Abishlo, because then we're not concerned they might be ad for you. If you should be article, that was to explain. I feel Makiro, and it's a Shimile Bifanov. Why? This is only when, oh, right, because then we're afraid that it's going to be marba. If he made a tzarech behemoth Yisrael, asurem ma'im chomini tashish v'Yisrael acher. Filled out for one Jew, if it's filled up for a Jewish animal, the Jew, it's also for any other Jew as well. The Rosh Hashanah say, Issa the rice is tzarech Yisrael. Anytime Issa the rice is done for a Jew, such as taking the water out of Shusla Yachin into a Shusla Rabin, also so it's also for non-Jews. A Bora made a Carmelis, so the Bora standing in a Carmelis, which is neither Shusla Rabin nor Shusla Yachin. Made a Bora Carmelis, and you took water out, the non-Jew took water from the Bora Shusla Yachin to the Carmelis, the Tzarech Yisrael, for the person of the Jews. Ain't also Misha Bishlei Bishvilo, it's only also for the person to whom it explicitly directed it. You saw Acher Mutar, but for non-Jew it is permissible. Like anything which is brought from outside the Chum, Sheni's Bar received test as well, which has been clarified earlier. Shmuel writes, I feel even at night, Motzei Shabbos, it's also the Shiaseh to the amount of time it takes to draw new water. So I was just going with the issue that it's an issue that is an issue. It's considered to be a problem on Shabbos. That's all I wanted to say. I don't know what I was going to say, but Shabbat says that if they're anything which is done for Yisrael is the Raisa, so it's Asher Amod Say Shabbos Akadeshi Yaseh. Okay, it seems simple enough. Bor Omer Karm, just that. Okay. Chav Gimel. Yes, you were saying that those great sages, Shama who said, oh, well, one of our great sages says, I mean, the Arukh Chazal, Lashkos Bemto, since Chazal said you're allowed to give your own animal to drink, trying to adapt them. No, the non-Jew is bringing water up for his own animal. No, sorry. The Yisrael. The Akum followed up water for his horse. Now, what's left over, you can't use for his horse if the assumption is that he brought it for himself and for you. And the reason he did this is because the Jew couldn't bring his animal into the well, deep down on the ground, and give it the drink in the middle. So therefore, they remove it from the Shusayach in the board, which is the rabbim outside. So it's advantageous for the person who has the animal. But if this is all to give the animals to drink. But if you drew it up in order to give the Jew himself to drink, Jews allowed to drink them. They should go below because he can't get his animal down there into the well, but he can get himself down there. He didn't need the non-Jew to do Tzulach. He could have got it down himself. The Kamen Chain will tell us which is Rabbin, since the Jew has no advantage in that which the non-Jew takes out to the Rabbi. We can't forbid him by mine, with water which is permitted for him. The land which is Rabbi, which was not necessary at all, they go to the Rabbi. Mr. Paskin said it's awesome. That even the Yisrael can go down to drink doesn't matter. So also, but he says, so go to Shabbos, you can rely on the Mekilim Motzei Shabbos. It's mutter immediately in any event because we don't put Kadesh Yasa on these Gezeros. Back to Arukh HaShulchan. Gamadin Likud Aslavim, she's bar also in terms of gathering grasses. It was clarified in Bishul, so also done for the Jew, it's also Gama Yisrael Yachol Amid Ben Pagab. Why should it be also the Jew can take his animal and put it by the grass? And the Maragankin Shlo Yachol Amid, it's like I guess they couldn't put it there for some reason. Akon Shinar Mafsik names such as rivers in between them, Chayetim etc. But if there was no impediment, it would be mutter. V'pashu l'davku sheyachol la'asigo samamayim v'osam asavim mutadezu. It's only when you can get that same water and that same grass. I mean, elu lo yachol, so you couldn't get that water and grass. Abishu elu yachol mayim chem, so you could go get other water and grass. Us, it's forbidden the subsequent be elu not say yisrael, because for those this which are brought from they came in chutzatchum or whatever they came shusiyah. The location which make a gam bezuz, they are not like those that lead in this respect. Because I mean, the day of Kosh came akum heavy bishu sold over Michael Mashka to a Carmelist. Non-Jew brought a food of beverage through a Carmelist. So I saw Yachol and the Jew could have gone there and eaten in the Carmelist. The Buddha Carmelist, he saw Shebi Akum Shila, because in that case, even the non-Jew for which the stuff was brought can eat and drink. He could be Damshi's boy. Because it's not a Rosh Hashanah, it's a Carmelist. But Zereshkas are very much if you be Yeshkim or those who believe and say that move in Turkey so there was Rabim, it was what to Jew through Rabim, Mutzishtos man, not to them. However, Efshar Lech Shom Shtos that he can go there and drink. Yeshkim Avratchila, some say he's even Chatchila allowed to drink from that water. Chen Agul Amar. And also there is a minute to tell a non-Jew explicitly deliberately Lavi Sheikhar to bring beer or shadvarim, other things that are Carmelists believe. So a Carmelist not native, so that's okay. The Jew says, Dvarim, you don't need so much. Like Peros, don't tell him to bring to a Carmelist. And like Moshe says here, it's mashman that they're annoyed to be mekel even Rosh Hashanah and Rosh Hashanah, but that's because naturally Rosh Hashanah. Be that as it may, back to the text here. Even though it's appropriate to be machmir in this matter, we don't have to protest the Mekilim. So Shabbos should have to do for the purpose of Shabbos and under difficult circumstances. But yesh lakel, because in general, you can by making statements to a non-Jew when it's necessary. For some Simon and Zayin, in this case, it would be mutter as well. That is, that is the end quote from, where does this quote start? The Ramah. This is all a quote from the Ramah. So he's going to, tomorrow we're going to see that the Arukh HaShulchan is not pleased with this Ramah, and he has to kind of salvage it. Kav Yachol.